Please welcome the Tank Versus, our newest,
most dynamic,
most genuine,
most impressive,
and the most awaited show about which tank is stronger.
Who will win, the MBT-70 or the Chrysanthema?
The BT-5 or the A-13?
The Tiger H or the T-34-85?
But today we'll start with a couple of top MBTs from two of the world's largest powers. The battlefields are getting ready to see a tank famous for its survivability, the M1A2 Abrams.
And the Chinese ZTZ99-III with its reactive armor blocks and a radar warning system.
Let's get started. The Red Sands. The distance between the tanks is 1.5 kilometers. The Abrams takes a look through the commander's sight on the move and spots the enemy. It slows down near a dune, checks the distance with the laser rangefinder, and sends a round right to the enemy's side.
Fat chance, it's got the RWR. The system sends a warning in time, so the tank makes a sharp turn to face the enemy, catching the round with some aero blocks. The tank returns fire.
But it wasn't enough to pen the frontal armor. The Abrams is still alive and kicking. Here's the first damage. The enemy lost its gun breech.
The Chinese MBT can't hit back anymore, so it uses smokes, changes position, and tries to fix the breach.
The smoke makes it hard to aim for both duelists, but now it's gone, and two blasts sound as one.
The Abrams is on fire!
But its opponent is destroyed. The round found its way to the lower front plate that has no reactive armor on it. Abrams ZTZ99 1-0.
The distance here is minimal, with only the edge of the rock between them. Both are rolling forward and back to make aiming harder for the enemy.
Or maybe it's more like teasing. Who's the first to snap? One miss and you're done, with one reload between you and defeat.
The Abrams shoots the track. The Chinese tank can't move.
But it can still shoot, so it activates the ESS and starts the repairs.
But that smoke is transparent to IR light.
Right. So both opponents switch to thermals. The Abrams starts to reverse, trying to catch sight of the enemy while still facing it with its defenses in the front.
And here's an HE hitting its roof. The overpressure incapacitates the crew. 1-1.
Final round. The tanks are combing through the streets, looking for each other.
Actually, it's only the Abrams that is still doing that. The ZTZ has stopped to make an ambush. If you sit on the riverbank long enough, the enemy is bound to pass sooner or later.
The American crew has no RWR, so they only realize that they're being targeted when
the ammo rack explodes.
But it ain't over yet. The blowout panels saved the crew, and there's still a round loaded in the breach. Without slowing down, the Abrams turns towards the offender.
The Chinese tank is maneuvering. All it needs is to survive long enough for the autoloader to get another round ready.
Well, maneuvering's a big word when you only have 5 kph in reverse. The American crew gets as close as possible and finishes the crawler with a nice little round to the side. Abrams ZTZ 2-1.
What a victory!
See the next episode of the Tank Versus next week.
Who's gonna win, the Beretta 501 or the Flak 37 with its 88mm gun? Share your predictions in the comments!